using Project Life cards and other items from my stash. I made embellishments for my March Spring Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge. Stay tuned. Hi everybody, it's Julie. I'm going to go ahead and make some embellishments using some Project Life cards. So Project Life cards are a scrapbooking element, and I have literally thousands of these, and so I want to use some up. I'm going to be using some of the other embellishment items that I have from this kit I am trying to make go away, as well as some other things that I have put in my pile here. So I am going to look at them and go, oh yeah, I need to put something on the back of that one, or maybe I can even put two together and make a floating pocket, which is always a good idea. So that's what I'm going to do with my first one. I'm going to make a floating pocket. Now, I really like using these Project Life cards for several reasons. One is because I have them and they can go away. I have lots of playing cards, but to use them effectively, I have to sand them or put some other medium on them or something. And you know what? I really should have made the name here the Lazy Crafter, because I don't want to do that. So anyway, so here I have made a pocket. We're going to let this dry and we're going to leave it alone. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next one. I want to make sure if there's any words on the card that that they're appropriate. Now, I don't think I need any words in this particular journal. I'm making the Peacock Journal using the Peacock Feathers digital kit from Dear Julie Julie. I'm going to go ahead. It says Live Out Loud down here. Now, I think that would be great for a Peacock Journal, but I'm going to cut it off. I'm going to cover it up. So I'm going to add some washi tape down here, and this will be the back of my card where we can go ahead and write. So again, just adding some washi tape. Washi tape was one of the things that we are to use in our journals, and for the March Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge, you're supposed to use your oldest, and I believe my washi tape's like all the same, like from around the same period of time. I had a period of time that I was really liking washi tape, and I think we'll go ahead and put this down on the bottom and make it a little pocket, because, why not? Make it a pocket, why not? There we go. So the really cool thing about having a kit that you're using is all of your items will usually work really well together. I have taken the peach items out, and I'm going to be making a separate journal using those. I'm going to go ahead and just glue this down. And so I'm decorating the front, making sure that the back has a place to write, and I will have a beautiful journal card to use in my Peacock Feathers journal. So this is from the upcoming ledgers. I don't know actually what I'm going to call it yet, but it's a ledger one page that I gave to the August Altered Journal group, when we had our party. And so I can just add that on there. That gives us just a little bit of another place to write. It adds a little more interest to the front of this card. And there you go. I just love embellishing and collaging. Collaging, I think, is one of my favorite things to do. So I do also have this piece of fabric. Now, it's not the oldest piece of fabric that I have in my stash, but it is the oldest piece of fabric that I have in this room. And so right now I don't want to go in the I don't even want to go in the shed where the older fabric is. So it's the oldest fabric in this room. And it was given to me. I got some, and so did my mom. I've been using my mom's from her stash for things for a long time. So there we go. I have this little journal card, very simple, and there we go. So another thing that you can do with journaling cards is, of course, we can make a little booklet. Okay, and I think it's kind of fun to have the little booklets. This makes a very nice cover. I'm going to go ahead and cover the words again with some washi. And I didn't go all the way to the edge, so I'm going to continue to cover him with some washi. Okay, and then we can get some of the papers from around the desk. To put inside. So there's two papers. What else do we have up here? We have a Garden Inn. You can leave this on if you want to. I don't want to, so, but you can. Nothing says you can't leave that on there. Okay. Make sure it's going to be small enough to be inside. And I think on this one, we'll go ahead and lift it up, make it into a pocket. So a true junky notebook here, using hotel note paper. Truly a scrap from something that I had in my stash here. And so, and this is something you could do with a playing card. And, you know, if you're not attaching anything to the front, you don't have to worry about the, there we go. I'm just going to use a stapler to bind this. There we go. We'll have a little notebook, and let's see. So very much like last month's Finish It junk journal, this month is the Stashbuster, and so I have chosen things that I want to use up, and this little kit that I had purchased is one of them. Project Life cards, definitely need those to get to reduce. Okay, so in here we have a couple of pockets, so I want to make sure that they get they get closed. There's one. Okay, there's that. And go ahead and add a little interest just like you would for your big journal. You can add little interesting things. Oh, look at, we've got these two that actually are the right size. Put one there. And put one in the other pocket. There we go. Okay. Okay, so that gives us a little notebook, and we were able to use the Project Life card as a cover. Of course, if you have a pocket in your journal, so say you have one out of this plastic, and you know what, do we have another one with, okay. So sometimes they'll have a picture or something on them that is really kind of cool that you might want to use. Right now, the ones that I have are like, that I have on my desk, have very few words. They're more you know, writing kind of stuff. So another thing that you can do with them is you can make a booklet this way. Okay. Okay, so a little notebook this way. I think we'll go ahead and add, let's go ahead, we're going to put those on so we have either side, and then go with this back to back. I'm going to go ahead and cut it snake tongue. I'm going to put it on top of each other. Say, load it over on top of each other, and use that for a tab. There we go. So that gives us this kind of a little notebook, and then it can live inside this pocket that was in the stuff on my desk, because that's what I want to do, is use up the things that are on my desk. We can go ahead and You know what? Let's do this round one. Oh, I kind of just like it like that. Especially since I've kind of been doing that kind of element for this journal. Okay. See, and I'll be able to come back in with pieces from the actual peacock journal. And add to these embellishments if I want to, or think that I need to. Okay, so there's this, and it is going to be in here, and it'll get added to the journal. Okay, so we still have a couple of these. Okay, so this one is just a graph. And this one's graph, and this side. You know what? Let's do this one. Okay, so we can make an envelope, or a similar to like a flip up, flip down, or it can be like a file. Okay, so with it closing like that, and these will fit inside there. Okay, with the lines in it this way, I would consider it a notebook like this. Okay. And then you can just tie it shut. Oh, I thought I tied it in a knot. I'm like, oh no. Okay, so there. And in just a matter of a few minutes, we have several items made out of Project Life cards that can all go into our little journal. It's probably going to be a regular size journal. Okay, now we also have this. Okay, and it's finally dry. So the one thing that I do know about these is I am going to want to add a punched hole, and that helps me know where, and it helps so that you can get whatever you put in it out. Okay, so there's that. And this little guy can live right in there. It says hello there on this side. So we do have this side that could be, could also be decorated. Okay, so I have some of the fabric, and whenever you use fabric, I'm going to want to use, I am going to want to use fabric tag. Now you could just go ahead and washi tape this. That actually might work better at this point, because it won't take away as much space. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lay down this washi tape. It totally makes me think of peacocks, and it matches the Peacock Feathers digital kit. Okay, and then we'll clean it up, clean up the edges. totally like that. Now you can leave the hello there, but remember, I really don't want words that much in this so far. I have a whole bunch of words in this kit though, so I'm probably going to end up having to put words, right? Look at all those words. Yeah, I'll probably end up putting words in here. Totally. Okay, so I'm setting this down and gonna make it like a little flap. Clean the glue up. And okay, so there's that, and it has, okay, that will stick out, so I don't want it. I don't want something that's going to stick out. Now this can stick out from here, and I would be okay with that. Okay. This has words on it. How dare it? How dare it have words? There we go. Okay, there's that. I don't like to waste anything, so we'll put those on there. And I really like that. I think that that's cool. Let's make sure that we can get it out. Okay, so we have our little mini notebook here, and it even has pockets where it has a couple of little places with some of the items, using up some of those items. We used up several of the Project Life cards. So we have this little file notebook that opens, and you can write in there and close it up. If you double tie or go around twice, it might close a little easier. There we go. Okay, we have this notepad, and in this clear pocket, so you'll be able to see through that. We have this journaling card, so you'll be able to journal here as well as on this piece that is in the little pocket here. There you go. So we have elements made out of Project Life cards. We still have more die cuts left. We do have one more Project Life card. So the other thing that I like to do with Project Life cards is to make like a like a clipboard. Okay, so I'm gonna cover up the word cherished. And this was from some paper that was gifted to me, and I think that the end of this we will have used up all of that paper, which is going to be awesome. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and lift this up like this. And I'm going to use the stapler. And literally this makes a clipboard. Okay, so you can go ahead and put something on there. If we cut this, it will fit right on there and like be like it's a piece. Okay, there we go. Okay, it also, when you're putting it in a pocket, you can put this over the front of the pocket and it will add to the interest of the page. Okay, so I think now I have used up all the Project Life cards that I pulled out. And so there we have our clipboard with a tag, our file folder note paper, our journal card with the pocket, with something in the pocket, our clear pocket with our flip up note paper, okay. So Stashbuster, I'm using the items, the elements that are in the list, and using items. For me right now, I want the stuff that's around my desk to go away. So you're going to see me using a lot of the stuff from around my desk. Okay, so then we have this can be a floating pocket. It's two put together. We added that to the back. We also made our little notebook, our little junky notebook out of a Project Life card. And there's the tag. And so what do we have up here? We have a little mini envelope made out of the Peacock kit. I think it should go in that pocket too. There. Okay, so that's from that. And then I have this one that will save, because I did use map on a couple other things. And we'll be able to put this in. We can put it right there. And it will be done. Okay, so it just needs a card on the inside. Let's go ahead and I'm going to close this one up. Sometimes I leave the envelopes so that they can open and be written in. We're going to close this one up, and we are going to make from this scrap that was on the desk. Because to me, this is what Stashbuster is all about. Getting rid of this stuff. Okay, there we go. Now we've got a little card inside there. Okay, it's just a little bit too wide. Make sure that that's staying down. Come back, trim this down, put that in, close it up, and it can also be on there. Okay, so I feel really good about what we got off the table today. One of the other things I've been doing is cleaning this up. And I don't think we used any off this one. So I've been trying to keep this more manageable. Now there's the word cherish. I'm going to put it up there. I'm probably not going to use it, but we'll see. Okay, and there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope this gives you some ideas of some things to do with your Project Life cards, your playing cards, your flinch cards. You can use any of those. This was an extra element, but wanting to make sure that we are using all those odds and ends that are in our stash. So let me know, do you have a whole bunch of Project Life cards or playing cards in your stash? And how are you using them? You can, of course, come and and tell us about it at Scrap All About It with Dear Julie Julie. That's our Facebook group. And you're welcome to come over there if you're interested in the Spring Stashbuster Junk Journal Challenge. The details video is in the description box down below. We'd love to have you. It's lots of fun, and it is really fulfilling to have your stash get used. I will also put the Peacock Journal kit in the description box down below. Find something to celebrate every day. Don't forget to subscribe. Have an amazing day. Thanks for being here. Bye. Bye-bye.